Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello viewers, I Muhammad Abdul Habib welcome you all to AIMS tutorial for accounts. Continuing with the topic, let us solve a problem again on multiple assets. Let us have a question, page number A71, question number 13. Let me read out the question for you. During the previous year relevant to current assessment year, Srimati Swapna sold the following assets. Compute the income from capital gain and tax liability if income from other heads is nil for the current assessment year. Here are the following particulars. She has house which is let out for commercial purpose, open land in city and gold, and the date of purchase, date of sale, purchase price, sale price, transfer expenses and cost inflation index are given. Date of purchase for house is 21st March 1999, for open land is 1st May 2005 and for gold it is 4th May 2009, and date of sale for all these three is 13th January 2019. Purchase price for house is 10 lakhs, for open land it is 7 lakhs and for gold it is 38,000. Sale price for house is 25 lakhs, for open land it is 20 lakhs 85,000 and for gold it is 1,28,500, and transfer expenses are given as percentage, that is for house it is 0.5%, for open land it is 1% and for gold it is 2%. The cost inflation index for the year 2005-2006 is 117 and for the year 2009-2010 is 148. Let us solve the problem. Here is the heading. Computation of Srimati Swapna income from capital gain for assessment year 2019-2020. Here is the format: particulars, house, open land, gold. First we'll be writing consideration receive. Consideration receive का मतलब क्या? Sale price. आप जो capital asset बेच रहे हैं तो आपको कितने पैसे आ रहे? तो यहाँ पे for house you are receiving 25 lakhs. For open land you are receiving Srimati Swapna is receiving 25 lakhs for house and 20 lakhs 85,000 for open land and 1,28,500 for gold. And hence the consideration received for house is 25 lakhs, for open land it is 20 lakhs 85,000 and for gold it is 1,28,500. From consideration received we will be subtracting transfer expenses. For house it is 0.5% which is calculated on 25 lakhs which is 12,500. For open land it is 1% which is calculated on 20 lakhs 85,000 which is 20,850. For gold it is 2% which is calculated on 1,28,500 which is 2,570. When we subtract transfer expenses from consideration, for house it is 24 lakhs 87,500 and for open land it is 20 lakhs 64,150 and for gold it is 1,25,930 which is called as net consideration. From net consideration we will be subtracting indexed cost of acquisition. How do we calculate indexed cost of acquisition? Indexed cost of acquisition is calculated as cost of acquisition into previous year index divided by index of the year in which the asset was purchased. अब यहाँ पे working note से देखिए indexed cost of acquisition house. What was the cost of acquisition for house? It is given as 10 lakhs. For open land it is given as 7 lakhs and for gold it is given as 38,000. 10 lakhs for house cost of acquisition, 7 lakhs cost of acquisition for open land, 38,000 cost of acquisition for gold into previous year index into 280 into 280 into 280 divided by index of the year in which the asset was purchased. अब यहाँ पे date of purchase for house it is given as 21st March 1999. When the asset is purchased before 1st April 2001, the index number of that year will be taken as 100. इसीलिए यहाँ पे 100 लिए. 10 lakhs into 280 divided by 100 which is 28 lakhs. तो अब यहाँ पे house का index cost of acquisition क्या हो जाता? 28 lakhs. अब ओपन लैंड का क्या है? 7 लाख इंटू 280 डिवाइडेड बाई इंडेक्स क्या स्पेसिफाई करा हुआ है क्वेश्चन में फॉर द ईयर 2005-2006 इट इज 117. व्हेन वी कैलकुलेट 7 लाख इंटू 280 डिवाइडेड बाई 117 इट इज 16,75,214 which will be subtracting from net consideration of open land, that is 20,64,150 minus 16,75,214. Next, how do we calculate indexed cost of acquisition for gold? Cost of acquisition of gold into previous year index divided by index of the year in which the gold was purchased, that is 148. It works out to be 71,892 and this will be subtracting from 1,25,930. When we subtract 28 lakhs from 24 lakhs 87,500, we will be suffering a loss of 3 lakhs 12,500. Hence Srimati Swapna is suffering a capital loss on house. She is having an income from capital gain of rupees 3,88,936 on open land and 54,038 rupees on gold. Now let us calculate her capital gain. First we will be adding income from capital gain, then we will be subtracting capital loss. She has two income from capital gains, 3,88,936 on open land and 54,038 rupees on gold. 3,88,936 plus 54,038 less capital loss on house which is 3,12,500. Then her income from capital gain is 1,30,474. Now she has no other source of income. Income from other heads is nil. Now we are supposed to calculate her tax liability. As the question does not specify the age of the assessee, she will be considered as a non-senior citizen whose basic exemption limit is 2,50,000. When we subtract 2,50,000 rupees from 1,30,474, she will be having a deficiency amount of 1,19,526. Hence the tax liability of the assessee is nil. क्यों? यहाँ पे जो assessee का total income है वो कितना आ रहा? 1,30,474 आ रहा. But assessee का basic exemption कितना है? 2,50,000 है. तो ये 2,50,000 she can claim as exemption. But यहाँ पे वो बंदी का income 1,30,474 ही है. Then this entire amount will be allowed as exemption. Still, if she would have had an other source of income, then she would be eligible for claiming an exemption of 1,19,526. But as the assessee has no other source of income, this is treated as deficiency and her tax liability will be 0. Hope you have understood the topic and hope you have liked my video. If you like my video, do subscribe to my channel AIMS Tutorial for Accounts. And if you are a new subscriber to my channel, don't forget to press the bell icon for further notifications. Do like my video, post your valuable comments and do share it with your friends, relatives and all. Your one share can help someone to learn something. See you all in next video. Thanks for your valuable time. Jazakallahu khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.